Hello everyone. I am Abdulaziz Junaid, and we will talk about TreeShade. It's a software uh, you can install from Adobe Exchange. Go to exchange.adobe.com website and search in Creative Cloud for TreeShade. I have developed this software and it works as an extension for Adobe InDesign and Adobe Bridge, in addition to Adobe Photoshop. Also, as a local server that can host web pages, can host HTML files, and also have online dynamic online forms for collecting content and generating design in a flexible way. We will talk in this session about how you can set the file structure so you can render the content to HTML file and also to Adobe InDesign document at the same time, depending on the same content. So let's start. At first I want to say that after installing TreeShade, you will find in Window extensions and select TreeShade to execute. TreeShade will ask you to restart. After restarting, will ask you also to create root folder for your project. Here I have created this root folder, TRST, and inside the root folder TreeShade will create workshop folder, and here you're supposed to put your project files and edit them. There are parallel locations for output and not for editing, like here pages for document pages, preview. Here versions, you can create versions for files, including InDesign document. Here final PDF for InDesign document, versions PDF, where each version of InDesign document have its PDF. Every version have associated with PDF. And here trash. When you select a file and execute move to trash from TreeShade menu, it will go there to the parallel location. If you modify a file here in workshop, the modification will be reflected. Like if you rename a file or moved from folder to folder, it will be applied automatically to the output locations. Like here, let's stop talking about that and focus on this session topic. So let's create a folder, empty folder inside workshop, directly inside workshop. Let's name what's the name? Let's name test. Okay, now we have this folder test, and here in TreeShade menu you will have command called new. This command execute creating for new files exist inside the specific folder. And if you select any of these commands, you will have a new file, like here for text file. So now we want this text file called the data ts underscore key for creating the online form. So select, click OK. Now we have this text file. If you double click on this text file, TreeShade will ask you to open online form. Click yes, and here we will have empty online form. Let's put the window on the left and Adobe Bridge on the right. Now from TreeShade menu, also from new command, we can create index.html file by selecting this. Okay. Now if we refresh the online form, you will have these two buttons for the index. You can open here in this window to preview the page, and you can open in a new window. Okay, here you can open and close. Now we want to create content, so you can output to this index.html and the same time to Adobe InDesign document. So from TreeShade menu, select new, Creative Cloud, then InDesign. Let's name the document layout. Okay. Okay, now we have two output, index and layout. Let's open the InDesign document. Let's make the size A5 landscape. Let's make border. And let's save. When you save the document, TreeShade will ask you to check in. Click yes. Now TreeShade will export PDF automatically and switch to Adobe Bridge to preview the PDF. See, automatically TreeShade switch to this location, version PDF, where you have version 1 of the file. If we go here again inside workshop and select the InDesign document, you can go to pages to see separated files for the pages, JPG, and if you click here version PDF, you will have a PDF for version 1. This is the version number. If we go here to versions, you can see the InDesign document version, and let's go back to workshop. Anyway, now let's refresh the online form. Now we have a preview for the document, and we have a preview for the page. Now let's make content like icon and title. So here let's create folder data to match this word for the key text file. It's not necessary to be data, it could be content or any word, but it must be matched to make a connection between the key text file and the content, to pair the text file with the folder. Okay, now here let's create title item. So from TreeShade a new command, the command that called new, let's select plain for plain text file, and let's name title. Okay, now you can right click on this text file and select switch to the paired. This command create a paired folder for the text file, which is at a folder beside the text file, has the same name, the same pure name. Create the folder called title and open it. Now let's create a new text file for the actual content of the title. Let's name text. Okay, now here this text file for rendering the content for the HTML and also for the InDesign. Double click title.txt, and here we don't want to open the paired folder, so click no. And now at first we want to write dynamic live snippet phrase for InDesign. This for InDesign, write colon, then write the relative path to the content, which is inside the paired folder. So write dot slash, then file name, it's a variable for the pure file name of the file, title, then write text, then asterisk, then colon, then the method place, we want to place the text, then now colon again at the end of the dynamic live snippet. Here the last colon, then new line character, determine the end of InDesign instructions. Here now we want to write the rendering structure for the HTML. So we want title, so let's say h1, and here we use TS tag, special tag for the server to retrieve the content. Inside TS tag, write the relative path, the same thing, file name, then text, but here we use regex expression, not like in design. We use asterisk. Here you need to use regex, so write dot plus for the extension, for the meaning of the file name, or you can write \.txt. Anyway, also inside the angles bracket we have the method place at the end. So this for the HTML to place the content of text, and here for the InDesign dynamic live snippet. Click OK. Now let's connect to Adobe InDesign. You need just to open text frame. Let's open text frame. And let's make paragraph style. Let's make title. Okay. Or do you know, instead of specifying paragraph style here in the document, you can specify the style in the dynamic live snippet itself. So let's go back to title.txt and now for opening paired folder, and here in the text content, after place add 2 columns again to add new instructions, and here we want paragraph style, so write the paragraph name, the style name, title, colon, then the word para abbreviation of paragraph. Then colon at last. This is important to end in the dynamic live snippet. Okay. Now, while the text cursor inside the text frame, right click on the text file and select place in InDesign. To place this dynamic live snippet in InDesign. Now TreeShade created the dynamic live snippet here, and also create a paragraph style automatically and assign this paragraph style to the snippet. If the style already exists, just the style will be assigned. So now let's format. Let's make okay. For the live snippet here at first, TreeShade create non-printing anchored text frame just for the graphic designer to know the snippet location and name. And here this marker have paragraph style and object style, so you can style as you want. Let's make larger to be suitable with the size. Okay. Now we placed the title in InDesign, and we need now to place in the HTML file. So let's go back to test, and now inside the index, let's open index.html. Here inside body we have h1, so instead here of the title we can place directly the title. So write ts tag, then the relative path to the index.html, which is inside the data folder, then title dot plus for the remaining of the file name. It's regex expression, and here the method place. Just opening tag without close place. So here we don't determine h1. The formatting exists inside the title text file here. So let's save. Now it's ready. If we refresh the online form, you will have the title the title field, and here it's rendered, and the InDesign document need to be saved. Let's save the InDesign. Do you want to check in? Yes. And now wait for Adobe Bridge to reveal the PDF file. Okay, it's revealed. So now let's refresh again. Let's update the content. The main title comes here. Update. Now the server will receive the command for updating the content and trigger Adobe InDesign to update the content and export, which means checking in the file. The live snippet is updated automatically and closed. So you have render the output to Adobe InDesign document, and on the same way you when you open the HTML file, the T is tagged automatically render the HTML file as a dynamic content, and retrieve the content with the right formatting depending on each item paired file, the paired file with the folder that has the content. Like here we have the structure of the content and its format for Adobe InDesign and also for the HTML file. Okay, let's add icon also. So suppose we have icon inside data. Let's go back to data and let's create text file for the icon. A new plain. Okay. Double click to edit the text file. Here at first for the InDesign, colon, then the relative path to the paired folder, file name, then let's name icon file inside the paired folder, and place, then colon, let's make object style for the icon. Let's name the object style icon, then obj, abbreviation of object, then also let's make width, relative width, let's say 20 milli, relative width, Now at last I write colon to finish the design. Now let's write for the HTML. Let's make div, and here we have image, source. Here we want to put the URL of the image. To get the URL of the image, let's use TS tag. The opening and the closing, and here inside the relative path icon, fine. Then at the end, instead of a place, we will put URL, because we don't want to place the content of the image itself here. We want the URL, so write URL. And let's make width let's say 50 pixel. Okay, that's it. Now we need to right click on the icon and select open paired folder to create the folder and open it. Now we are inside the icon folder. Let's put any icon file as a placeholder. And let's rename as we mentioned it in the paired file. We named the file icon file. Okay, that's it. Now we can place the dynamic live snippet icon inside in design. Let's put the text cursor at the end here in new line. Okay, while the text cursor here, right click on icon, place, then in design. Now you have icon here, it's placed, and have also object style icon, and here the paragraph. We don't make a paragraph style for the icon live snippet, but we can add. Let's add. Double click on icon.txt, no, for not opening paired folder. Now the text file opened for editing, and here at the end we can add, instead of 1 colon, 2 colons to add more styles. And let's write icon for paragraph, colon again. Okay. Now if we update the live snippet, you can select the live snippet by selecting the non-printing anchor text frame that mark the beginning of the snippet, or by selecting any object inside the snippet. Anyway, let's select live snippets, then update selected. Now you will see that we have now paragraph style for called icon. Let's format. And also let's make the object style. Here we have the specified width as we put 20 milli, and let's modify the object style. Right click icon, edit, and here let's check for anchored object options to make the icon fit inside the frame. Here anchored object options, let's make inline, okay. Frame fitting options, let's check auto fit content proportionally. Okay, now the object style automatically fit the content inside the frame, and also make anchored object inline. Let's save. Do you want to check in? Yes. Now we add the icon to the InDesign. We need to add also to the HTML. So we can go back here and let's change this paragraph with the TS tag to the icon. We can copy the title and change only title to icon here. To place the content of the text file icon, and the text file itself determine the formatting of HTML using the content here and the TS tag here for the image URL. So that's it. Let's save. Now we have icon. The end user can upload a new file, and you have title, and let's check in here. Here we have a problem that the icon have overset before setting the width. So here we need to set the width before applying the object style. Because when we apply the object style, it converted to inline and become overset. So the relative width it's not affected. So just we need to change the order. So changing the width before the applying object style. Here you can put in a new lines like this. If you want, you can format like this every here at first for placing the icon file, and here for applying relative width, here for object, but the two columns must be at first of the line like this. Okay, and here the last one need the column to end the InDesign section. Let's update all, live snippets, update all. Okay, now we have title and have image. Let's format the title, make bigger. Okay, let's save. Do you want to check in? Yes. Wait until TreeShade export the PDF and select it in Adobe Bridge automatically. Okay, TreeShade in Adobe Bridge automatically switch to versions PDF and select the PDF file. Let's go back to workshop here and let's refresh the online form. Now you have two outputs. InDesign document have title and icon, and you have a content to you can share with the end user as your collaborator or customer to upload new content and edit the text here. And we have HTML file. We have problem here for the icon because this is related to the icon. I think it must be in one line, so let's put back. Okay. Let's close the HTML and open again. Okay, now it's worked. Now let's try to upload a new icon. And write text here, a new title for testing. update. Now the server will send a command for Adobe InDesign to open the document, update the content automatically, and export. While the form wait about 1 minute to refresh the page with the new design and new content. So we have now both output for InDesign and also for HTML, depending on one dynamic content you can modify, and in the same way the graphic designer can modify the design here and keep the relation with the content. And also the HTML file have TS tag for the content, and you can customize the file as you want, while the content separated. Okay, that's it. Thank you for watching, and I will try to go live every 3 hours UTC time when I can be. Thank you for watching, and don't hesitate to reach for any question about installing or using TreeShade. Goodbye.